Hello, I'm Dr. Case Lilly, and I'd like to welcome you to the Sociology of Disaster, or SOC 313. I would like to quickly walk you through our course site in order to familiarize you with each of the components of the course that we'll be using over the course of the semester. If you have technical questions, for example, if D2L isn't working, you can't log on, etc., those are concerns that should be addressed to the IT help desk. I've included information, as you can see right here, in terms of where you need to go for technological assistance with D2L. If you have questions or concerns about the content of the course, all of those questions should be directed toward me. And the best way to contact me is through email. And my contact information is provided here. The best way to reach me is through email, jane.case@millersville.edu. I do have office and office hours by appointment. So if we go back to the main page, this is what you should see when you log on to our course site. Announcements is a section you should pay attention to because this is where I will post any information regarding the course, perhaps deadline changes, assignment notifications, any kind of changes in scheduling. These would all be posted here for your information. I recommend that you check our D2L course site every day, Monday through Friday, to be sure that you don't miss anything. I try to abide by the schedule that I put here at the beginning of the semester as closely as possible, but there are times when things occur that change deadlines, and you should keep apprised of that information. Just under the announcements are 4 particular areas that you will find most useful in accessing: assignments, content, discussions, and grades. And there's some other information regarding academic integrity, the CRIST Writing Center, some resources that might be available or might be helpful to you. Excuse me. You can access assignments by going to Assessment and clicking on Assignments, or you can simply click on it here on the main page. As with content, you can go to Resources and click on Content, or you can click on Content here under Announcements. Discussions is under Communication, and Grades are under Assessment. Grades. So what I'd first like to do is talk with you a bit about the content. You'll see here that the first thing in our table of contents is the syllabus. The syllabus is a very important document that I recommend you print out and read closely. And feel free to ask questions if you have them. Module 1 is specifically designed for you to introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about what you know about disasters in general, and ask any questions that you might have regarding the course. As you can see, Monday, January 23rd, that is the first day of classes. That's the first week. It's an introduction to the course. You have a post which is due by midnight on Wednesday, January 25th. Again, that post will be a brief introduction. It will be your understanding of disasters as it is to this point, and also any questions you might have. There are no right or wrong answers in terms of discussion posts, but you are required to post before you can read anyone else's posts. This is purposeful and by design so that you can think about the information and the material that's assigned each week and process it in your own manner before you read others, and then you have the opportunity to comment on other individuals' posts. All post comments are due by Thursday, January 26th at 11:59 p.m. So you have to post by Wednesday before midnight, and you have to comment by Thursday before midnight. This is the pattern that's set up for the entire course. So every week you can see here, posts due by February 1st, which is a Wednesday, comments due by February 2nd, which is a Thursday. So essentially, aside from week 1, you'll have an entire week to read the assigned materials for a module. You will post by midnight on Wednesday, and you will comment to others' posts by midnight on Thursday. You should post comments on at least 3 different peers' original posts. And all of this information is included in the syllabus, so be sure you read this document very carefully. This will cover for you expectations, in particular assignments, the hot zone annotation, and the historical case study. If we go back to the home page and click on assignments, you'll see that this is where you will be uploading 2 of your major assignments for the semester, the historical case study and the hot zone annotation. Details regarding both of these assignments are actually available in content under course assignment directions. You can see here, in addition to what is already listed in the syllabus, I have some more detail to help you guide your discussion post expectations, your hot zone assignment, the historical case study assignment, and your campus event essay assignment. All of this information should be reviewed on your own before you finalize your first post. I also recommend that you create your post each week in a Word document or some other word processing program and save them. Do not write your posts directly on D2L. It has happened on a number of occasions where students have been working in D2L on their weekly posts and they end up losing all of their work for one reason or another. It's best that you use a different system and save your work frequently, and if there are ever questions, you have proof that it was done and you can resubmit it, because generally I do not accept any late assignments. And you shouldn't wait until the last moment to do your post or your responses either, because that often creates problems on your end. So just know that a lack of preparedness on your end is not an emergency on my end. And please excuse the dog barking in the background. I apologize for that disruption. I am working from my home office and my dog has decided to say hello. So we go back again to the home page. I've reviewed for you assignments, content. I'll look at grades before I go back to discussion. This is where you will find all of your grades for the semester. I will post them as I grade, and I try to grade on a weekly basis and keep up with your schedule. So within the week, you submit something, and within a week, I have that grade back to you. Everything can be viewed here, and I will provide comments and details on your assignments. And then if we go back finally again to the home page, and we click on discussions, this is where you will go each week in order to add your post to the discussion board. So you can see here Module 1, which corresponds with Week 1, and all of this detail again is simultaneously presented to you in the syllabus. So be sure you reference the syllabus often for clarification. If you are confused, I recommend that you find a buddy early on in the semester that you reach out to if you don't already know someone, connect with them so that you can help each other, because there are oftentimes questions that occur in online courses and you need a friend to help you see you through. And I think that is a perfectly fine way to create a resource for yourself. So as you can see here, Introduction to the Course. This will be locked after Thursday, January 26th at 11:59 p.m., which means you cannot participate in this module discussion after this deadline. Now remember that you have to post by Wednesday, January 25th at 11:59 p.m., and then your comments are due by this deadline. So as you can see here, Module 1. To help me learn more about you, your first assignment is to post a brief introductory bio. Tell the class where you grew up, what your major is, and your year in school. Be sure to tell us why you're taking Soc 313 and how you define disaster. There are no wrong answers for this assignment. Remember, this is also where you should include any questions you might have about the course. Again, this process goes on for each module throughout the semester. Each module is blocked by midnight on Thursdays. So the final piece of information that I want to review for you is to go back to content and know that there is a specific guide and all the detailed documentation or materials that are assigned for the week included in the content section. So it's not just the syllabus and the course assignment directions, but there's also a weekly guide to help you with the assignments and expectations on the course. So we'll take week 1 and we'll go through that together. You'll see something similar to this for every module we have together. As you can see, this one says, Welcome to Soc 313. I do enjoy teaching this course very much. I have found that it's been a very successful course, and I hope that that continues with the spring 2017 semester and with all of you. You can see here every Wednesday, 11:59, you will post and you will reply within 24 hours. A module summary or module guide like this one is provided each week, and your participation in weekly discussions is worth nearly 60% of your final grade. So that's something to keep in mind. You have 2 major assignments, but the bulk of your grade does come from your weekly discussions, and it's important that you participate in them every week. You have an entire week to get these assignments done. Don't wait till the last minute, because that often is the way that students lose points, and you lose enough points from these modules, it's difficult to pass the course, and I don't want anyone to be in the near failing zone that is frequently seen by students in this class when they are not on top of their work. I want thoughtful responses to the weekly discussion topic, and I want you to reply to anyone who replies to your post. You can earn up to 7 points just for your discussion and your responses to individuals. Then there are 3 additional points that you can earn by commenting on at least 3 different students' posts in any given week. So you will post a comment, you will post your reflection each week about the readings and follow the prompts that are provided. You will respond to anyone who comments on that post, and you are also responsible for commenting on at least 3 of your peers' posts. And comments aren't something to the effect of, great job, or I agree. They need to be substantive comments. You really need to add to and have a conversation and dialogue. Even though this is an online course, our discussions are basically the equivalent of a classroom discussion, and each week's assignment is equivalent to a 1 to 2 page paper that you would write in a course. It should follow all the academic guidelines that are expected of you as a college student. It is graded for content primarily, but you will also lose points for errors in grammar, spelling, just the kind of traditional grammatical and editorial expectations of written documents. Finally, in terms of assignments for week 1, you can see I recommend you obtain all the required course materials if you haven't already. The list of materials that you need is on the syllabus, as well as available through the school bookstore. All of the texts can be obtained through other sources, but they are all readily available and available in used condition at our school store. I want you to read the syllabus very carefully, please. Read the Netiquette handout that I've attached, which is also in content. It's the next document. And post your introductory bio to the discussion board and conclude by explaining your current definition of disaster. And here is my contact information once again.